Okay, good afternoon, Rampage hockey fans. We are playing in the championship game of the Irish Cup tournament. We won the semifinal this morning in overtime, sudden death overtime, 3-2. And we're playing Orland Park. We played them in the first game on Thursday evening and lost 4-2. Let's see if we're any better today. I'm still under the weather. We have a very short bench. Bob Cox had to leave, went home. So we've only got 10 skaters, 2 goalies. Starting for Rampage, we have Biddle, Baker, Burke, McFarland, and Lindsay. And we're off. McFarland picks it up, sends it over to Lindsay. Lindsay sends it to Burke, sends it to Baker. Baker takes a shot. Oh, beautiful shot. And the goalie stops it though. 13:44 to go in the first period. Score still 0-0. By the way, we're no longer on the campus of Notre Dame. We're at the Ice Box in South Bend, Indiana. I think it's like a public facility, and it's bitter cold in here. I'm calling offsides on that one. Drop the puck right there. 13:18 to go in the first period. It's still 0-0. Sure, Ratuzny, Rebels, Lindsay, and McFarland on the ice now. McFarland's got the puck. Sends it up to Couture. Sends it into the neutral zone. The ref falls down. Biddle, Baker, and Burke back in. Lindsay, McFarland on D. Alright, by the way, we have Tane Wilson in the goal, in the net for Owensboro. Stitching out our lines, we have Whited, Rebel, Payne, McFarland, Couture. Payne stops another one. 11:07 to go in the first period. Score still 0-0. Tuesday, Couture, Whited, McFarland, and Payne on the ice. Looks like we're going to get a penalty now. Okay, looks like a penalty on Orland Park. So Owensboro's going to be on a power play with 10:34 to go in the first period. The score is still tied 0-0. So McFarland, Burke, Baker, Lindsay, and Biddle on the ice. Okay, they're going to call another penalty on Orland Park this time. It looks like a tripping. So we're going to have 5-on-3 for a minute and 12 seconds. All right, need a strike here. Let's see. Couture comes in. We have Baker, Biddle, Burke, McFarland, and Couture on the ice. All right, 9:22 to go in the first period. Score is still 0-0. We're on a power play. All right, 8:17 to go in the first period, still 0-0. 31 seconds to go in the power play. I'll see what I can do, Scott.
Come on, Rampage.
Okay, 7:14. It's 7:14 to go in the first period. Still 0-0. Power play's over with. Both teams full power. We have Watuzni, Rebels, Whited, Lindsay, and McFarland on the ice.
There you go.
Slipped one in on us. I thought Tane had stopped it, but evidently went in. Okay, with 6:40 to go in the first period, Orland Park takes a 1-0 lead.
Let's take it off.
With Couture, Rebels, Whited, Lindsay, and McFarland on the ice. They get another score. They take a 2-0 lead with 6:04 to go in the first period. We have Burke, Baker, Biddle, McFarland, and Payne on the ice now. All right, 5:18 to go in the first period. Northboro's down 2-0. 4:12 to go in the first period. Owensboro's down 2-0. Whited. Tuesday, Couture, McFarland, and Lindsay on the ice now. Owensboro. We're going to call a penalty on Eric Whited this time, I believe. For a cross check. Or another cross check, a roughing.
Go, Rampage.
All right, with 3:51 to go in the first period, we're on a penalty kill. Down 2-0. With McFarland, Lindsay, Couture, and Tuesday.
Go, Rampage.
.237 to go in the first period. 46 seconds to go in the penalty kill. Owensboro's down 2-0. Baker, Biddle, Couture, McFarland on the ice. Well, the power play is over with, so they're going to call icing on that one. Okay, 141 to go in the first period. Orangeville's down 2-0. One minute to go in the first period. Orangeville's down 2-0. And there's the buzzer. Into the first period, Orangeville's down 2-0. Alright, we're getting to start the second period now. Orangeville's down 2-0. We have Burke, Biddle, Baker, McFarland, and Lindsay on the ice. Puck goes into the bench. So we're going to drop the puck there. 12:42 to go in the second period. Owensboro's down 2-0. Couture with Cheesney, Revels, McFarland, and Lindsay on the ice. All right, 11:18 to go in the second period. Owensboro's down 2-0. Baker, Burke, and Biddle come back in on offense. McFarland and Payne on D. .42 to go in the second period. Owensboro's down 2-0. .12 to go in the second period. Owensboro's down 2-0. With McFarland, Lindsay, Revels, Whitehead, and Couture on the ice. And they score. And they take a 3-0 lead with 10:06 to go in the second period. Tane Wilson's in the net for Owensboro. 8:37 to go in the second period. Owensboro's down 3-0.
Come on, let's get a quick shot here. Put it in the net. Right here.
All right, 8:15 to go in the second period, and Orland Park is now up 4-0. Jake Sisson's now in the goal. We switched out goalies with Payne and McFarland on D. Burke, Biddle, and Baker on offense.
Let's go, Rampage. Good pass.
All right, 7:25 to go in the second period. Owensboro's down 4-0. That was an icing, so we'll bring it down to the other end and face off. Okay, they score again. It's now 5-0 with 7:18 to go in the second period. Our guys are just worn out. We've only got 10 skaters, 2 lines for 5 games in 3 days. It's just too much.
Yeah, boys.
Bocature got a penalty there, so we're going to be on a penalty kill with 5:28 to go in the second period. Owensboro's down 5-0. We have Burke, Biddle, McFarland, and Lindsay on the ice now. Jake snags that one out of the air. 1:19 to go in the penalty kill. 4:46 to go in the second period. Owensboro's down 5-0. .15 to go in the second period. Owensboro's down 5-0. Baker, Biddle, Burke, Lindsay, McFarland on the ice now. Owensboro with 2:33 to go in the second period. Owensboro's down 5-0. That number 98 right there is enormous. They just called a penalty on Orland Park, so we're going to be on a power play with 1:50 to go in the second period. With McFarland, Couture, Biddle, Baker, and Burke on the ice. Oh. "16 seconds to go in the power play. 5.7 seconds to go in the second period. Winsboro's down 5-0. They can see that. They can see that.
Yeah.
Amanda, Dennis, and Jenny say hi. It's all you. As we begin the third and final period of the final game of the tournament. Winsboro's down 5-0. We are on a power play with 10 seconds remaining in the power play. We have Lindsay, McFarland, Biddle, Baker, and Burke on the ice for Owensboro. And Garrett Baker's able to knock one in. So why is the clock still running? All right, so Baker scores. It's now 5-1. Huh? I don't know. And they score. 12:25 to go in the game. Owensboro's down 6-1. Our guys just have no legs. Dead tired. All right, 10:55 to go in the game. Owensboro's down 6-1. Yeah, I think he took a dive on that one. We're going to call a tripping on Baker. So with 9:44 to go in the game, we're going to be on a penalty kill. As Garrett Baker goes to the penalty box. 8:28 to go in the game. 56 seconds left in the penalty kill. Owensboro's down 6-1. Lindsay McFarland, Rebels, and Wadded on the ice. Jake Sisson in the net for Owensboro. Grabs one, snags one. They score again. 7:18 to go in the game. They're up 7-1. minutes to go in the game. We're down 7-1. Two minutes to go in the game, and then we got a 6-hour drive home. Well, it's going to be longer than 6 because of all the snow. And there's the ball game. Orange Squirrel takes it on the chin, 7-1 in the championship game. Thanks for watching.